The PlayStation Showcase continues. We've got some very special games in here. Actually, let's start off with what is to me the most special. Because it is these two games here that are the first games that I bought when I went to Japan. Dragon Quest VII on the left, Chrono Cross on the right. I bought these new. At the Yodobashi Camera in Akihabara, they had new copies of PlayStation games back in the year 2012. That is how easy it was, and I think still is to a certain extent, to find sealed copies of PlayStation games. Now, this is not always true. I believe there is a copy in Super Potato of Resident Evil, the original one for the PlayStation, sitting at about $800, or maybe it's $1,500. But at least for the RPGs, not many people want these. They were cheap. I don't know what they'd cost sealed now, but I bought these because they are legendary. See, they're the ultimate hits. They're not the original ones, but it's Chrono Cross, man. Look at that disc. Look at that disc. Hopefully it's not suffering from disc rot. Oh, wow, and it doesn't have the black on it. How interesting that the late release PlayStation games do not have the black underside to it. Fascinating. Eminently fascinating. Let's put this. Does the Obi not fit in there? Well, it's fitting in there now. There we go. Chrono Cross, legendary sequel to Chrono Trigger. Actually, haven't played Chrono Cross yet. Still, that's on the list. Dragon Quest VII, however, I have played a bunch, the English version, and I am a huge fan. I think Dragon Quest VII is probably my most favorite Dragon Quest, although I have not actually cleared it yet. I've cleared Dragon Quest VIII. I put a lot of time into Dragon Quest VIII. But I still gotta say that Dragon Quest VII, it's got time travel in it. That's what does it for me. Time travel, ancient civilizations that are more advanced than our own. There's the clear back to it. That's what does it for me in a lot of these RPGs. Now I wonder if it's because of the black back of these PlayStation games. Here is Symphony of the Night, by the way. Probably my favorite game for the PlayStation. If I had to choose one, it's probably going to be Symphony of the Night. Love this game. I have the one for the Sega Saturn as well. That is much more expensive. That can be $200 or more. This PlayStation version's probably anywhere from $40 to $50. Let's check the back of the disc. How's it looking? Not bad. Not bad. You can see, I gotta look off camera. I don't know if it's the light playing tricks on me or something, and I think this actually only has, the music collection. Can you believe that Dracula X, also known as Symphony of the Night, is only one disc? Then it comes with the music collection, and then they had to do the fat case because of the massive art book. Actually, let's take a look at the art book. I haven't shown off many of the inserts of these games, but I love the artwork for Symphony of the Night. Oh, it's a little manga. Oh, man. Beautiful, beautiful character designs. So happy that they carried these forward into the Game Boy Advance games and beyond. So let's put that aside. Thank you very much. Here is Wolf Fang by Xing. You build a mobile suit, it's more of like a customizable mobile suit, if anything, and you go around and you shoot a bunch of dudes, your mobile suit can blow up, and then you're just a dude running around the screen trying to blow up the dudes. It doesn't look too bad. But yes, Wolfang, scrolling shooter. It's more of like I would say it's more of a platformer in my brief experience with the game. Gran Turismo 2. I love the Gran Turismo series. Actually, when I got a PlayStation 3, the first game that I got for it was Gran Turismo 5? Yeah, because Gran Turismo 6 was the sequel. Gran Turismo 4, I'm pretty sure, was for the PlayStation 2. But I could also be misremembering. That's entirely possible. What is this? Arcade mode? The arcade disc. There we go. Let's move to the side. Original Gran Turismo. These games are also like $2. The only expensive games that I've really shown you so far are going to be, especially compared to the last video, it's going to be these two games here. I think Wolfang's like $30, $40 now. As opposed to Gran Turismo 1 and 2, there are millions of these games out there. So these are like $1 a pop. You can walk into a place called Gayo. There's a retailer in Japan called Gayo that sells like used games, and you can rent movies and manga there. But they also have, most of the time, they'll have PlayStation games, like PS1, PS2, PS3, all of the PlayStation generations. At least in the last couple years, they haven't had as many PlayStation games as they used to. But a lot of these PlayStation games are very easy to find, especially like Book Off. Book Off's a great place if you want to find OG PlayStation games. PlayStation 2 games, of course. But yeah, Burger, I really got to put some time into this. This just looked bizarre, and so I knew I had to have it. Final Fantasy IX, possibly my favorite Final Fantasy for the PlayStation. I have not played Final Fantasy VIII yet, but I have cleared 9, I've cleared 7. I think I like 9 more. It had the classic look to it. Look at that Amano artwork on the back. But it had that sort of like fantasy steampunk look to it. And I love, God, the artwork on the PlayStation Japanese discs. Like, look at that. Oh, that is phenomenal. I think there's even 4 discs. We have 4 discs of beautiful artwork. I actually have, oh no, I don't have it down here. I actually have 9 in English somewhere. I don't think the discs look this good. And I don't think even 7s look this good. Let's look at 8. Let's look at Final Fantasy 8. Here we go. I remember talking about Final Fantasy with the guy who used to cut my hair at the small town I lived in Japan. Apparently, he used a song from Final Fantasy 8 for his wedding. I can't remember what that song is. I'm less than impressed with the disc artwork here. It's okay. It's subtle. Not terrible. Do I not have the manual? Oh, man. Oh, that's too bad. I don't have Final Fantasy VIII manual. But the disc art... Here's Final Fantasy VII. This is not the international version. There's actually a second version of Final Fantasy VII that came out in Japan that incorporates some of the changes that were brought in with the localized version, like having the red triangle above doors that helps you navigate around the map. I would like to have that. Because it's a little bit difficult walking around. Oh, that's just the manual there. Rocking around Final Fantasy VII, the original PlayStation version, can be a little bit confusing because of the way the maps are laid out. You know, it's old school rendered graphics, and you know, a little bit of help. Here is Sarugetsu. This is Ape Escape, a well-known game for the PlayStation with the DualShock. Remember, the original PlayStation did not have analog sticks. That came in like 1996 is when the original DualShock came out. I'm probably misremembering that also. And actually, a lot of the DualShock controllers don't work with some games. A lot of like the early releases. I don't know if I have any here, but I'm pretty sure actually a bunch of these games actually don't work with DualShock. I don't know what would happen if you put these into a PlayStation 2. I'm not sure. Let's see. No, do I get stickers? No, not with this one. But that's I like that disc. That's a good looking disc. What a disc. All right, there's Sarugetsu. Dino Crisis. Yes, dinosaurs. I could not believe. I thought Dino Crisis, I didn't think actually had anything to do with dinosaurs. Oh, it turns out it has everything to do with dinosaurs. What a fool I was. Oh, that's cool. That's great artwork right there. Dino Crisis, move along. Dead or Alive, my favorite fighting game series for various reasons. Also had a Saturn version come out. It looks, I mean, look at it. It looks like a slightly better Virtual Fighter. I think they would, of course, the Dreamcast version, I think still holds up, still looks really good. And of course, actually, coincidentally, over on the right, I have my Xbox version. They would end up releasing Dead or Alive 1, this game for the Xbox with the Dead or Alive 3 graphics. They'd actually do it for Dead or Alive 1 and 2 as well. Actually, Dead or Alive 3 might be my favorite graphics-wise. It's got that sort of like that GameCube aesthetic where it's like an upgrade on the first generation of 3D games, but doesn't get into like the weirdness of the PlayStation 3 era. Here's Vagrant Story, also cheap in Japan, $7, $8 tops. Love the artwork. I have not played it, so I can't. I hear it's good. So let's see. Let's check the bottom of Vagrant Story. Oh, still looks good. Still looks good. All right, Vagrant Story. Putting you to the side. We then have Jammer Lammy, a great game, and also weird. I don't know where the front is. Actually, I think the front is here, and it's supposed to be like a. Yeah, see, and I'm not. You open it from the right like this, as opposed to all the other ones, which you're opening from you're opening it from the left here. You're using this to open instead of the right here to open it. And I think it's supposed to like look like an album, I guess. I don't know why they did that, but Jammer Lammy, fantastic game. Actually, I'm pretty sure it has a whole hidden game inside of it, which is just like another Parappa the Rapper. I love Parappa. Parappa the Rapper is one of the first games I ever actually played for the PlayStation when I went to Japan, mostly because it was in English. They basically just subtitled it in Japanese and then kept all the English voices. And that makes sense. Even though I think the artist was American, but the developer, like the director, was Japanese and it was developed in Japan. Tron Bonne, by the way, $15 in Japan, not the $130 plus that it can command in English. Another very cheap PlayStation game. And then, look at that. Oh yeah, I got the small little rip in my manual here. I don't think it comes like that. And then it has the Rockman Dash 2 demo disc on it, but it's normally just a 1-disc game. I love Tron Bonne. Oh, I love the whole Legends series. Here we have Tenchi Okurao 2. I can't remember what this was called in English, but this is sort of like, it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up by Capcom that was for the arcades. This is the PlayStation version. I think it also came out for the Sega Saturn as well. It's sort of like Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Chinese Warring States. I know those are different eras, but it's sort of that aesthetic to it. I love this game. Very fun. You can also play it on the Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle, which is going to be a better value for you because I think this is like $30, $40 now. And then last but not least, we have Time Crisis by Namco. I actually have the gun, or no, actually, I was so afraid of transporting the light gun because Japanese light guns look just like guns. They don't have any distinguishing marks on them, and I'm like, I'm not putting this in my bags to go on the airplane. So even I know technically you can put it in your checked bags and no one's actually going to care, but I'm like, I'm not taking that chance. I need to get home, and I'm not gonna ruin that for Time Crisis, even though I love all the Time Crisis games. So you have now seen 2/3. If you have seen the previous video, 2/3 of my PlayStation collection. You will notice that I've only played about 5 of these games, and that is why I'll sign off the video by saying, collecting is a disease, and the cure is actually playing your video games. If you'd like to support the channel and learn more about Japanese video game collecting, you can check out exclusive videos over at patreon.com/jcontra. I have been your man, Jay Contra, out of Japan. Oh, I got that one messed up. Thanks for watching, and mahalo.